Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be doing a complete gameplay breakdown on Diaz Biffle. We've broken down before on this channel, but it was just a small breakdown of some things he does to outplay people. But in this video, we're going to be looking at a complete game, and so we're going to be able to see rotations, how he sets up gunfights and 1v4s and all that, and how he gets these banger games. So off the rip, they all land Superstore, and they do this just to get the max amount of kills, get money as fast as possible. And he's playing quads with a trio, so he's playing trio quads. So they land Superstore, they clean out Superstore together, and then they'll split off from there. That way they're not stealing kills from each other. So as you saw, he got a team wipe. Now they got loadout, and he's rotating over to a team that he sees on his UAV. So he got a pick right there. And now he sees his teammate on the right. He also sees there's a guy on his teammate. One of his teammates down, but since his teammate Repulse has a good position, he's able to cross over and cover Diaz as he crosses over to get to his teammate to help him out. So now looking at the UAV is very important. He kind of gets caught off guard there because if you look at the minimap, Repulse's arrow was covering up that guy, but those guys are going crazy. But if you notice top players, if you notice, Diaz Biffle doesn't have a face cam, but if you look at a top player's face cam, you'll see them always looking up to the top left of their screen. And a lot of people call out hacks on this. They'll say, oh, you got wall hacks on the top left of your screen. They're just looking at their minimap, and that's how they know where most players are. So as you guys see right now, Biffle has a blue Mac 10, but he's also gotten loadout. So he got Ghost off the rip, and he's just using the blue Mac 10 as a secondary, which is very viable in this new season because they've made the ground loot guns very good. This Mac 10 has a 53 round mag and a Raider stock, which is pretty much all you need. And now he sees there's guys on this building. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, but he was telling his teammates, you guys got to get away from me. It's a bot lobby. And he's basically saying that so he can 1v4 these teams and play these fights on his own. That way his teammates aren't taking his kills. Now, if you guys aren't skilled enough to do this, you can obviously take these tips away. And if you're doing this with a full 4-man, it'll just be that much stronger since you'll be 4 times more effective. So now he's rotating through Graveyard away from his teammates. So his teammates are going to kill those guys back there, and he's going to go find another team to fight. That way they can all maximize their kills. And he gets caught off guard right here by these two guys, but a lot of people will think that's a lucky gunfight. But if you guys notice, while he was rotating through Graveyard, he's subconsciously moving from piece of cover to piece of cover. So even if he gets caught off guard or gets shot at by somebody, he'll have a piece of cover he can duck behind and play the gunfight. In that case, he was able to snake those guys and get those 2 kills. So now he's rotating to this buy. He's seen a res over here. He sees a vehicle and a guy shooting at the vehicle. He starts going for the vehicle. He sees there's 4 in there, so he really wants those kills. You saw his tracking was crazy. But they were able to get away, so he goes for the guy that was shooting at the vehicle. And as you guys are going to see, he's just going to push this guy, break his camera using the slide cancel. We talked about how Diaz is really good at that, and he really utilizes the slide cancel to just absolutely destroy people. And now in a second, you see one of his teammates calls a UAV, so he sees a full 4-man top train, and we're going to see how he takes that gunfight right in a second. So now he's gone top train, he's popped a dead silence. I bet if he didn't have dead silence, he wouldn't have pushed the gunfight like this because it's super risky, and top train is really loud. You can hear footsteps super easily. But right here, he gets himself in the best spot, the most unexpected spot for this team. He holds his trigger for just a second to get in a better spot, and he absolutely destroys those guys, gets the 3-piece. So there's only one more guy left. You saw him right there. He starts plating. He knows the guy's shooting, so obviously he's not pushing. Now he hears a parachute, so this guy's giving up the high ground, and now that he's on low ground, makes these shots very, very easy, and he gets that whole team wipe. So now he's got an advanced UAV up, he's pushing to his bounty, and he sees they're ghosted, so he's asking his teammates if they see these guys, how many there are, because since they're so far away, they're going to be able to see them since they have an advanced UAV up, even though they're ghosted. Now he gets caught off guard by that guy, but he gets him weak and then hits him with a reach out, which is generally pretty unexpected, and he gets that kill. Now he's taken the high ground. His teammates did tell him there was more on him, so that's why he plays this a little bit slower. And he gets that guy weak. He pushes in. Now he's slide canceling. If you slide cancel, you're pretty much always ready to shoot, which is why you see top players constantly do it. It's not just, you move faster. If you slide cancel, it cuts your sprint to fire time, makes you ADS faster, makes you shoot faster. It just puts you in a very good position even if you get caught off guard. Another thing you guys probably notice is he's always moving around. That way he doesn't get pushed by multiple people. He kind of spreads them out, makes sure he can take one gunfight at a time and just isolate all the players. So he jump spots that guy, and then he goes to peek over with perfect centering since he already spotted him. Now he snakes, spots this guy, and then peeks. So with those 2 gunfights, he was able to spot both of those guys before committing to a peek. And that way he was able to get perfect centering, and why his aim looked just so crisp right there. Now he sees these guys on loadout. He saw those guys on the UAV, and now he just happens to spot this guy floating, and those are just really good shots. You know, you got to practice to hit those shots. So now Biffle's got a helicopter, and I know we talked about earlier how he's gonna rotate around with Ghost to catch teams off guard, consistent 1v4 them. Now he's got a full team below him. He was gonna go and just take a pretty even gunfight, but since you saw it was a full 4-man and that some of them were ghosted, he goes to take high ground. Since he doesn't have that element of surprise, he has to take these gunfights in a little bit of a smarter way. So he uses his positioning rather than the element of surprise to get those 2 picks. He's looking around for more. He gets a 3rd. And now that he knows it's a one-on-one, he's going to just try and spot the guy. He hears him under him right now. So he's going to drop down and just push him since it's a one-on-one. He knows he's better than the guy. Generally, that's how it is. He's probably going to be better than everyone in any lobby he goes into. So he's pretty confident in pushing just one player. So now he's popped the UAV and he sees 2 more players where he wiped that full squad before. So it's most likely the same people he killed. They just landed back from Gulag and landed on their stuff. So he goes to push him. Now you'll see he gets a pick right here. He plays a little bit slow because they don't really know he's here. So he gets a pick. And as you see, he just immediately backs up. The guy thinks he's cheating. But it's important he backed up because he gets stunned right there where he was. So if he just stayed still and played it up, he would have gotten stunned and probably would have gotten killed by someone who's far worse than him. And since he didn't get stunned, he was able to continue to see the guy camping on the corner in the UAV. And he goes and just cameras him with the bunny hop. So now he's rotated on foot over to train station. As you guys can see, his bounty is on him. And again, he's going to have the element of surprise. So you see, he sees those guys on the other side of the roof. And most players would just shoot right here and try and get it down. But he plays it a little more patient. That way he knows he's going to be able to get it down. So he holds his trigger. He gets the down. Now he knows where the second guy is. He knows he's going to try and peek to avenge his teammate. So he pre-aims that, gets the down. He gets his fulls and immediately goes to jump off and try and reset the gunfight with the guy who precisioned him. So now you see this guy's on the UAV. He's been chasing him for a while. This guy was just running for so long. He slide cancels through the door, breaks this guy's camera, absolutely destroys him. The guy calls him a cheater. It's the 3rd time he's been called a cheater in this match. The match is like halfway over and he's gotten called a cheater like 3 times. It's really just because he's using his UAV and breaking people's cameras that they just don't know what the heck is happening to them. It's literally that simple. So as you see, this team top train is beaming him. He's got a heli, so he's able to take high ground off of them. And now he's able to take these gunfights with his teammate who's kind of baiting himself. He's using a riot shield and stuns just to help Diaz get to his PR or a super high kill game. So he stuns these guys. You see him live pinging that guy with his riot shield, and Diaz is able to clean up both of those kills. So now they pop a UAV, and Biffle sees this guy on the low ground. This is the guy they forced off who jumped. So he's looking over. He's trying to get some easy shots on him. And he sees him right there, absolutely beams him with the Krig. He's got high ground, so it's a super easy kill. So now they got a heli and a UAV, which is super crucial if you want to go for high kills, as you can just rotate all over the map, get a ton of kills. Now he sees a ton of players over at gas station over here. So he marks where he wants to go, or where he wants his teammate to take him. So he pings this white building. And now he jumps off, and you see all the players are still looking at the heli. His teammate just driving around baiting for him. So he shoots these 2 guys in the back. He gets one of them down, one of them broken, and now he goes to push in. His teammate's still live pinging for him. You know, it's just trying to bait for him, just trying to help Diaz get his PR game, super high kill game. So he's looking for these guys. He's got a dead silence, but he's not really popping it because he knows that he's going to be able to kill these guys most likely. He ends up playing cat and mouse with this guy for a little bit, but he spots him right there. And this guy's obviously just trying to run away and get in the Bertha since they absolutely destroyed his teammates. But since the Bertha was angled at right in front of Biffle, he was able to beam that guy pretty easily through the driver's seat. So now they got another UAV. You guys see the tempo they play at. It's just UAV, kill, UAV, UAV, just go, go, go. That's the tempo you have to play at if you want to drop consistent 30+ kill games. So he sees a guy on his UAV. Now this guy doesn't know where he is. And although Biffle, I talk about Biffle loves breaking cameras, if somebody doesn't know where you are, you can kind of just ADS walk up to him and you'll be able to catch him off guard, get a free pick, and then go about killing the rest of his teammates. So he saw this guy in the hangar earlier on UAV. He kind of predicts that he's going to be running away to the houses, so he cuts him off and gets that kill. Now he's going back to his heli. He's telling his teammates to get the bounty. That way they'll be able to get their money up, get more UAVs, and that's going to equal more players found, more kills. So now they've rotated over to airport. He knows that there's going to be some players rotating in. As you guys see the zone is coming out of storage town, so there's going to be people rotating, obviously. So he sees this guy, he pops his dead silence. Now, again, he's holding his trigger till he gets that shot that's going to be able to down the guy without him being able to get to cover. It's just a quick down, just narrows it down from a 4v1 to a 1v3. He breaks this guy's camera. Since he got that full, his deadie refreshed. And as you guys saw right there, he wasn't too focused on going for the full, where generally a lot of people get killed because there's just tunnel vision on the full. He checks his corner, makes sure that there's no one pushing him, and then he goes for the full. So as he's coming out of that, now he sees some players on the bridge. He shoots this guy in the back. If these guys were a little bit more aware, they would have known that Biffle was coming because they just heard shots from parking garage, but he was able to shoot these guys in the back, and now he goes for his full. He gets high ground on him. He sees his teammates rezzing him, and since he had high ground, he kills them easily. And again, just playing position, he gets called a cheater just because most people don't know how to play the game. So now his teammate pops him a UAV, and he sees a team in the house close to him, so he tries to go for a pick through the window. That way he'll be able to narrow the gunfight down and push up off of that. He wasn't able to get it since the guy kind of didn't really commit to the peek. But as he pushes up, he's able to get a frag through the window, which narrows the gunfight down. And he sees multiple pushing him, or he hears multiple pushing him. So he slide cancels both of them, breaks both of their ankles, and then again goes for another slide cancel. And another important thing that we just talked about is he doesn't immediately go for those fulls. He goes to plate up rather than tunnel visioning on the fulls. That way, just if someone else pushes him, he's going to be ready and plated. And he's going to be able to take that gunfight on. So now his teammate's calling out for him. You see he said, guy right here. He pinged it. He hops out the window, immediately looking at that guy. Gets that easy kill since his teammate just calmed for him. So now after that kill, Biffle starts getting shot in the back from the west, but Repulse is calling out that there's another player at this house and that he's able to distract for Biffle, so he goes to push him and he slide cancels, breaks this guy's camera and gets the kill. Another reason they pushed this guy was because this guy was more in zone, so after they kill this guy, they'll be able to just hold the other players out as they have to rotate out and get to zone. So just as I said, he's going to position himself in a way that's going to put him in the most powerful spot to hold all these guys who have to rotate. And as you guys can see, he's not going too crazy. Even though he's on 47, he really wants a super high kill game. He's not pushing. At the end game, you kind of have to slow a little bit down, wait for people to rotate out. That way you can get some free picks. So he gets that kill on that guy there since he's got height on him. He's got the window. He's got all sorts of cover. That guy has to rotate to the open, so he gets another free kill. And now it's just about cleaning up the rest of the lobby. So he's still trying to hold some people. Repulse calls out that there's more players in front of him. So he goes over to kill them. Repulse obviously isn't trying to kill them. He's just trying to let Biffle get to his PR. So he's live pinging for him. Biffle gets one of those kills, gets another one, and he's going to get those fulls and go on to wipe the rest of the lobby. So now they're in the end game. It's 7 circle. There's still 4 other teams left, so he knows that there's going to be some rats hiding around. So he goes around, he jiggle peeks this angle, sees a guy in the corner. And now that he knows where he is, he's able to perfectly center with the side cancel. There's still 3 other teams in this super open circle, so he knows there's going to be some rats underground. So that's why his teammates are commenting to go check underground, because there's going to be some players in here. Most likely a guy in the airplane, and there's just probably going to be 2 rat teams down low. So as you guys can see, he's pushing across to get a different angle on the underground as his teammate pinches from the other angle. So he gets this kill. Now his teammate's calming that there's more players to the left. So he gets that kill and gets the team wipe. There's 1 player left. He already has him down. He gets the 53 kill game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I can also make this into a series and break down full gameplays of other players who you guys would like to see. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like the video and subscribe, because I'll be posting more Warzone videos like this to help you guys become better players. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.